this is Daniel. Welcome back to Gamestingr. Today I got my friend Jeff. I got my friend Metal
Yo.
Swift down below as well. Reese is not with us, so it's not a full house, but we still have a decent amount to talk about today. So I'm gonna pass it over to Jeff right off the bat. Actually, he's on that side. All right, Jeff. And by the way, guys, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more weekly gaming podcasts, all kinds of gaming videos, and much more. So I'm just going to pass it over, Jeff, who is going to lay the groundworks for today. So, Jeff, what are we talking about today?
So I think the first thing we'll probably do is talking about In Silence. I streamed it last night. Pretty crazy. We'll jump over. We'll watch the trailer for Twin Mirror. And then there was a little bit of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War news that we're going to go through.
Awesome.
So first I'm going to switch it over, and we're going to take a look at this trailer for In Silence. And then I'll kind of talk about the experience last night. But the general idea is it's kind of along the same lines as like Dead by Daylight or Friday the 13th. It's a 4v1, 5v1 monster game.
Check it out. Yeah, we're not gonna have audio for this. Or actually, no, I think we will, right?
Yeah, they will.
Oh yeah. We just won't hear me and Metal, but that's all good. So, all right, let's just watch it. You must be quiet. How is that? He can hear you. Oh my God! Wow. But he can't see you. He can hear, but he can't see you. Wow. It looks insane. What the hell is that? Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Escape. Can you run faster than that?
Yeah, you can sprint.
Okay, because that looks pretty fucking slow.
So
like, oh, I'm escaping. Oh, I'm running in slow motion.
So can you accidentally trip over stuff while running?
no, you can't.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so wow, that looks fucking scary.
Yeah, it was.
Holy shit.
Even after 3 or 4 matches, it was still scary. So one of my buddies, I don't know how they came across it. They just said, hey, this looks really cool, we should give it a try. And it's $10. So you can go to Steam right now, download it. $10. What's really cool, it's developed by 2 people. They had it crowdfunded. They made it by themselves, and so you jump in. You can create private lobbies. You can play solo if you wanted, I guess. There's a solo option. But we jumped in, so I had 4 of us, and we were playing. First we played in a random game, then we kind of just played in our private game. The goal for the survivors is to either get the car parts so you can escape and make it out, or there's different like puzzles and codes throughout the map, and then you use that to unlock an armory where you can get rifles and kill the thing. But it takes a lot to fucking kill it. But what's really fucked up is like when you're going through the houses, you open drawers and everything's making noise as you do it. And then every little sound that you make there on the monster side, he has this like little mini map thing, and he sees these little exclamation points, and that's about it. So every sound that you make, like, he fucking knows.
Oh shit. Okay, so I got some questions. So is it always the same level, or do you have different levels when you join a game?
So right now, it's been out for about 2 months. There's the 1 level, but it's pretty fucking tough because you don't get a mini map, you don't have anything like that. So finding your way around, the car and the armory spawn randomly, so you're kind of always just kind of mixed up. I'm sure if somebody played it enough, they could kind of figure it out a little bit better. But it's tough because like it's so fucking dark. You only have so much battery for your flashlight and stuff, and you're just trying to find shit to get out.
Yeah.
And they have things like there's different classes and stuff that they give randomly to survivors. So if you get somebody who's really bad with directions and they get the mini map, you're fucked.
Oh.
But then they have stuff like you can set bear traps to try to catch the monster, and they have scarecrows. They have different like little. They have ghillie suits. You put like a bush on yourself. Like they have things to kind of help combat and give you a chance.
Damn.
But that fucking thing will come out of nowhere.
Okay,
and try to fucking eat you.
Someone actually plays that thing.
Yeah. So there's to their credit, they have a lot of different modes. So they have like the single player, they have the private lobbies, they have the public lobbies, but they can also have it so the monster's AI, or somebody can control it.
Right.
So like in the stream last night, a couple of the matches we did all four of us against an AI monster, and while it's smart, but at the same time, like there's different things that you can set off. So like if you turn on a TV and it starts making noise, the AI will automatically run to that and destroy it. There's fireworks you can set off. But when I was playing the monster, taking out my friends, they set off fireworks, and it's like, I know it's just fireworks. I know they're just setting those, like, I didn't immediately book it towards there. Yeah. So I think it's a lot more difficult playing against like an actual person.
Yeah.
Like it's still hard against the AI because it's so much faster and stronger than you. But
now if you come in contact with the monster, are you automatically dead? Basically, do you have any chance?
If you have a little bit, so like on your battery for your flashlight, I think you have like maybe 2 times that you can use it to make like a huge flash, and then it'll kind of completely blind the monster and give you a chance to get away. So you have about 2 chances or so before you're completely dead. And what's really interesting is if you do get eaten, they have it so you come back. It sounds silly, but they have it so you come back as a mouse. But you cannot voice chat. But if you find the people who are alive, you can jump and squeak by pressing E. And so like you get the mini map when you're a mouse, no matter what. So like you can try to guide the living people to certain shit, but it scares the fuck out of you because you'll be like sneaking through, and all of a sudden a mouse will jump up in your face and go, "Hey!" It's like fuck.
Now, if the monster catches you as a mouse, can you like squash you or something?
I don't think he can catch you. I think you're just an annoying mouse.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But
you're reincarnated as a pesky, annoying little mouse.
As a mouse, when you squeak, does that make sound for the monster as well? Or
yeah.
Oh.
It's a smaller exclamation point, but it can still hear it.
Okay.
And then what's fun is like by the time I got all my friends together, we were in Discord, but the first couple of matches it was just me and my other buddy were in a lobby with randoms, and it's classic Xbox 360 chat room, and it's like based on Radius. But it's really funny because you'll have some people who are like, "Hey, we need to go get the fuel. I got this tire." And then there's always that one guy that's just like, "Good, you got a nice butt. Get back here." It's like, it wasn't annoying though. It was just kind of funny and fun, like going back to that kind of like anybody there can say anything they want, and it's all based on Radius. So like, if you're not within range of somebody, or like if they're towards the end, like it'll sound like a whisper, and then as you get closer, it'll start making it louder. But it was interesting to say the least.
Could be an interesting game to stream, maybe. I mean, like I saw some of your stream last night, and like you were just sitting there, like your room was dark. You're just sitting there, like your face is just barely lit up, and
I was freaking out.
And the game is like all dark and stuff. Now the game picks up sounds from your microphone. Is that kind of like Phantasmophobia, where you kind of like anything you do, the game will pick up, or it's not really quite like that? It's more just in game.
Yeah, it's in game mostly. I don't, because when you're in game, you set it so it's like you have to press V to voice chat with your team. But I don't. Well, I guess I don't know it because when I was the monster, we were on Discord, so they weren't using in-game chat.
I see.
But I do wonder if the in-game chat does trigger it, because in the first lobby, that guy that was like, "Hey, get back here! I'm gonna touch your butt." There was the other guy behind us who was like, "Dude, shut up." So I think I think he had played before, and I think that it probably picks up that voice chat.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, I mean, there's so much. While there's only the one map and the one monster right now, like there's so much that they already have. They have a good base to build on, and to add more maps, more monsters, and maybe some more like, I guess like the bear traps and ghillie suits and stuff like that. So, but I mean, it's fucking scary. Like Dead by Daylight and Friday the 13th, like you get that, oh shit, he's here kind of moment. With this, you don't really get that. You get, fuck, I'm being eaten kind of thing. Like it just comes out of fucking nowhere. And, or, you know, you'll be like crouching through and there'll be like a lantern, like, or this lamp thing, like off in the distance, and you'll just see a shadow go, whoosh, and it's like, oh fuck, there he goes. But it's,
It looks freaking scary.
yeah.
I gotta be honest. And that monster looks like something out of Stranger Things or something. You expect it to just kind of like morph into this even bigger monster or something. It
Yeah.
looks freaking scary. You just see its whole like upper body, its whole face plus torso is basically one giant like
Mouth.
mouth, basically, right? Basically what it is. So it can clap down on your face and just eat you. It's insane. Look at that. It's look, you see that picture is just holding its hands like, hey buddy, you wanna go for a dance here?
Yeah.
It's like a high school prom dance, you know? We're just having a little dance in the woods.
And I get, that's the other thing too, is like you can only carry 2 things at a time. And so like the survivors need like 3 tires, a battery, a key, fuel, like they need all this stuff for the car, but you can only carry 2 things at a time. So if you're the only one doing shit, you'd have to do like fucking 4 trips, and you have to find all this stuff, and it's a decent sized map, and it's hard to get lost and turned around, especially when, so like you go in and you're like, okay, I'm gonna just try to stay on path, I'm gonna go around to all the houses, hit the barn, and there's like signs and stuff. But then you get halfway through, and then you have to fucking run as fast as you can to get away from something, and then you're completely turned around. You don't know where the fuck you are. It was an experience for sure.
Yeah,
And
we should try it. Looks fun.
it came out, right before Halloween. Capture that, but
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, over 3,000 very positive reviews. It's doing really well.
Awesome. Look at that. No, it looks
The
good.
mouse.
Oh, look, that's like more like a rat.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, you got to be able to see it.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I mean, as a survivor, I mean, there's a lot going on. It's really dark. So I did have some people tell me that it was kind of hard to tell what was going on in the stream. But shit got real when I was the monster, because you are flying, and so the frames just go. It's like you're in the Millennium Falcon and hyper, like it's just gone. You're going light speed.
That was kind of my issue too, but I didn't watch your whole stream. But when I was watching, it was just like too dark. I could barely see anything.
Yep. Yeah,
Like,
it's tough.
You know.
It was and I watched some of it back, and like even being the one who played it, I was still like, God damn, where am I? Like I couldn't tell anything. It is fucking dark, and the monster, like, I'm surprised I ate my friends, to be honest, because you can't see shit, and like you have to have your cursor like right over the person. You can't even just like press F near them. Like you have to actually aim at them. So it's tough. But having they you should have heard them like giggling and like just freaking out, because I would walk into a house that they're in and they'd be crouched down hiding behind a table or something, and I would walk past them like 4 times, just slowly like looking for them. It's one of those games that really makes you like, it makes you giddy and giggly, and it was a lot of fun, especially when you're playing with other people. I mean, like I said, you could play solo, but I don't think you get the same experience.
No, it doesn't look like that kind of game.
Oh.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad that it was brought up, because I don't think I ever would have known about it.
Yeah, it looks like a well worth $10 purchase.
Very much so.
Yeah, well spent. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. I'm getting some Stranger Things vibes from the monster, from the setting, kind of. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just me.
Okay, so that's another thing too. Like, throughout the houses and stuff, because it is a bigger map, you only need like 3 wheels, fuel, and stuff like that. But you could find like 6 tires. But I guess in nightmare mode, because the whole game isn't a nightmare, there's only the items that you need. So if you need 3 tires, there's only 3 tires on the map.
So you gotta really...
Oh, man.
That would be fucking tough.
Yeah.
And then there's the perks. There's 16 perks that are randomly given to you. So like as a survivor, you could be quieter while you run. You could start with the mini map. You could start with a bear trap. Stuff like that. There you go. Flashlight and flash bang. So you can use your flashlight battery to make a flashbang.
Right on. And there you see that little mouse there.
Yeah.
And what studio developed this?
It's 2 guys. Ravenhood Games.
Oh, okay.
I actually emailed them for the magazine, so I thought that was really cool. Yeah, the armory, like I said, you find the code and you can try to unlock it, get the guns in there. And then yeah, you play as a mouse.
There you go.
I like the concept for the game. It's like one person just can't see shit, but they got all the sound and stuff. So
yeah, it's like a Quiet Place as a video game.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I remember that.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. You guys should check it out.
We'll check it out. So okay, so In Silence, so definitely something that people that like co-op games will like for sure. Multiplayer co-op. It's kind of like, it looks like a mix between Phantasmophobia, Among Us, maybe some Friday the 13th, like you guys said before. It's like a mixture of all those games.
I will say real fast, like the first game that I played, there was a guy, his name was like Kill a D or something, that was running around being obnoxious. The first review on this game is a positive review. He says, walked into the barn with a random and he forced me into a stall and forced me to kiss him. 10 out of 10, most horrifying experience of my life. If you go down a bit, there's the guy. I forced a guy into a barn and I made him kiss me. But I mean, like, that's the kind of silly humor and fun that you get in this small community that's been playing this.
Right on.
And there's a fat guy, by the way.
Yeah, like that's my favorite image. Like every time you stop, it's like the monster holding the fat guy's arms. I'm like, man, he take a bite out of him, man. He's done. He's going to sleep for a bit, man. That guy is huge.
He's going to hibernate for the winter.
Yeah. Oh
So,
man.
Yeah. So, like, and real fast, I'm talking about it a lot, but it was a lot of fun. Because some of the critical reviews were still positive, but they were just talking about how the developers may have locked themselves in a corner. So like the new maps, new perks, new characters, stuff like that, obviously will come with more development. the main concern is the monsters. How do you create monsters that have to adhere to this vision thing?
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, how are they gonna be able to differentiate monsters and have different, you know?
Have they committed to all of this, like new maps, new items?
There's been a
monsters
couple.
even?
There's been a couple of patches and stuff like that where, and I think people have mentioned like the new maps that are planned, but I mean, it hasn't even been 2 months since release, so I can't imagine anything big like that will come soon. But I imagine, and especially with the success with everything, I imagine these guys will be on it. But
Alright.
with a development team of 2 people, who knows?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Well, I mean, maybe not a while, but it might take a little
Longer than normal. Yeah.
Yeah, if it was a big studio for sure.
I'm telling you, like when you finally do the interview with these guys, man, if they say like, if you ask them like, how did you come up with the concept for the game? And they say, oh yeah, childhood experiences. There's gonna be questions, man.
Going, we used to go out in the woods with our dad, and yeah, monster ate his ass.
Yeah, yeah, just ate them in half, you know. Just...
That's our dad. But yeah, definitely $10. Pick it up.
All right. So what was the next game that we were talking about? Now we're gonna watch I believe another trailer, but this time for a different game. It's not gonna be quite as scary,
right?
As in Silence. So Twin Mirror.
Twin Mirror. It's the award-winning storytellers at Don't Nod Entertainment invites you on another twisting adventure. Twin Mirror is available on the PS4. And that's about it. It's interesting.
Let's check it out. Now, yeah, right. Same deal. We're not gonna have sound on our end.
Yeah, so everybody watching, you guys will be able to hear it, but these guys, we haven't gotten it set up, so they're just kind of watching it.
And we get the short end of the stick. All right, let's do it.
Look, you've been helping me for a long time.
Look, you've been helping me for a
Even
long
today,
time.
without you, I would still be lost in my own head. I'll take the compliment. But the two halves of your world, they don't mix.
It's like a real.
There's Sam,
it's like
the well-adjusted
logical
human.
thriller.
Thank you so
It
much.
looks like.
And there's Sam, the depressed, truth-obsessed misanthrope. I'll tell you...
Real fast.
Nice intro.
As soon as I saw that, I'm like, who the fuck are they
Yes.
talking about?
what the truth
Nice.
is. To be happy, sometimes you need to focus on
Sometimes
people
focus
Thank
on
you,
people.
Sam.
Really?
and not things. They're facts,
Things.
not things, and they should matter to everyone. Objective reality is a subjective myth.
Wow, it's like,
That's-
what the hell is going on? Like, this storyline is jumping so fast.
That just
Yeah,
sounds like somebody's college essay when they were trying to sound smart.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm still giving you an F.
Like, what does that mean? How?
Objective reality is a subjective myth. It's like, yeah,
Everybody has their own interpretation?
It's
Yeah,
like,
that's the one student that just took mushrooms all course.
yes, exactly.
Man,
Well-
shit.
It's like, I get that, but like, isn't this the theme that kind of like the Matrix kind of explored?
Yeah.
Like, what's reality? Is it really real? No.
Yeah, simulation.
Wow.
No, not really. It depends. Do you take the green pill or the red pill or whatever? Yeah. But
Blue.
I mean, it's so far it's kind of jumping up. Like I'm trying to figure out what the story is about. And like it's just like giving me like, oh, he's a misanthrope. He hates people. Oh, objective reality. There's no such thing. Boom, boom, boom. Like what the hell is going? Like chill out for a second.
It gets
You know,
worse.
Let me digest this, okay? Like I need a bit of time. All right.
Why does it have to be so complicated out there?
Don't touch me!
But you're still here. Still trying. You just have to care more about the people around you. You always make it sound like you care, but all you want is to change me. You adapted to other people. Wasn't it nice to feel accepted? Stop pretending you're someone else.
The fuck?
Or keep looking for a truth that may not exist and leave everyone else behind.
I am confused as hell, guys.
No matter the consequences.
Okay, I am just. It's not it's not that I'm confused per se by the story. I'm just more confused by why they would think that this would be a great trailer to put out, because it's not like, I don't feel like it gives me, like, let's say that I'm someone that's not familiar with this game, right? Which I'm not.
Everybody?
Yeah, like, we're not, right? So I'm trying to see, what is this game? You know, in terms of story, fine, they focus a lot on story, I get that. But also in terms of gameplay, genre, and things like that. And I am not really getting any serious answers for any of those questions. Besides that, this is a story, like, this is a game that really values its story perhaps a lot more than it should, and thinks that its story is going to be the great big selling point. But it just sounds really convoluted, and like, it might kind of, like, be too much into its own kind of hype, to the point where it doesn't even fully connect with the audience that's trying to get some answers from this trailer. This was a jumbled mess.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. In
Like
terms.
Like, number one, when it started off with, like, when Jeff was telling us, like, I guess he was, you were reading from, like, the YouTube description, right?
Yeah, because we didn't see that.
Okay, and it's like, it said, like, by blah 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 studios, another story. It's like, okay, so what was the last game they made that I would know and stuff? Number one. Then number two is like, yeah, Don't Nod is like another story from Don't Nod, and it's like, okay, what other game did they make that I would be familiar with?
Because I wasn't really familiar
Life is
with it
Strange.
either.
Oh, Vampire. Life is Strange.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Then the other thing is that, you know, the trailer, if the game is gonna be a slow burn with, like, you doing very little in it, but it's like story driven, that was a good trailer just to, like, kind of, I don't know, like, to trick you into playing the game. I wouldn't say trick you into playing the game, like, we know our game is horrible, but this trailer is gonna give you enough to, like, trick you into buying it.
Yeah.
But if it's a slow burn game, you got to show all the action type stuff in the trailer, because, like, by the second half of the trailer, when the car was, like, on fire coming down the hill, I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Then it had a bear on fire, and I'm like, okay, see, this is playing up to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, outrageous stuff on fire. That's what I would like to see.
Is that a bear on fire? What is that?
Yeah, it's an effigy of a bear.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
But they just did the trailer by, like, the game's pace. It would probably be a very boring trailer to sit through. Because it's a slow burn story.
You know, there was this game that came on the Xbox One, I believe. It was, like, about this guy. I forget the name. Ethan something, if I remember.
Heavy Rain?
I don't know if that was it. And it was set up in the woods, kind of like a northwest kind of type setting, and it was like a psychological thriller kind of deal. I forget the name of the game, and it just kind of reminded me a little bit of that.
Was his kid missing? And he was trying to...
I didn't play it. I just remember
it had
big hype.
It's funny because I was thinking of a game called Heavy Rain, where you play as multiple characters through the same storyline, and it's about the origami killer who kidnaps kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so you play as, like, the dad of one of the missing kids. You play as a detective investigating it. You play as an FBI guy. And as you progress through the story, you decide the outcome and, like, who the actual killer is. And I kind of got the same... I don't know if it's because the graphics are similar and it's kind of similar maybe storytelling. I don't know, but I got that kind of vibe from it. So it's, if that's what you're thinking of, that's funny that you thought of that.
It might have been the vanishing of Ethan Carter, but
Oh, okay.
again, it's been a while. But regardless of that, it's definitely like Metal is saying, it's going for that psychological thriller. It kind of reminds you of a movie, kind of like trailer. And you know, like Metal is saying, it's gonna be a slow burn. It's not gonna be action packed. Maybe even be a little boring or whatnot in some areas. But the trailer is going to take all the exciting stuff that happens and just condense it into one small video package, and then just give you that. But I'm not really a fan of these kinds of trailers, simply because someone just coming up there, delivering a package. Someone just calling. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let me just mute that. I'm not a fan of these trailers simply because I find them too full of themselves. You know, like I want to see gameplay. Like, this is a game. Let's not forget, right? I want to see gameplay. I want to see the stuff that's really gonna sell me, not this convoluted storyline that right now means absolutely zilch to me. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta sell me the game and the gameplay before you sell me the storyline. This is how
itself.
It's funny.
That? Oh, I say it insists upon itself.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned the Matrix. They're both sitting in these leather-bound chairs. He's sitting like Morpheus in the film with his hands like this. And then you cut across to Keanu, and the guy is sitting exactly the same way as Keanu. When he's sitting there like, what the hell's going on?
So there you go.
It's almost like the same exact shot.
So someone watched The Matrix and like, you know what? Let's make a similar game. We'll just call it Twin Mirror. No, I'm kidding.
You know, someone could take this game and twist it into being like a prequel to like Frasier and Cheers.
What?
Like okay, Frasier went to Seattle to continue his psychology work and his radio station. What if this was way before Cheers even happened, and he just like fucked shit up and then moved to Boston? Because it's like, okay, you got a psychologist that's taking place in what looks like a more like rural town, which you have like a psychologist there, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, that's not good for the market in a way. So it's like
major spoiler alert. That Metal has just uncovered the whole mystery of the game.
Look, that woman looks just like Rhea Perlman just now from Cheers. The woman who was in the store.
Man,
if
you
look at her, it's like
what?
Looking for a truth that may not exist.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's hilarious, Metal. I'm not even sure how you like put like two and two together, but that's pretty hilarious though. I mean, what if that would be hilarious?
What if this is like a prequel to like Miley Cyrus has Hannah Montana?
Yeah.
Maybe this is her dad. What's his name? What's his name again? I forget.
Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
Yeah. Maybe this is him. You know, this is like how the story of his life and how he got so fucked up and why he made Miley Cyrus so fucked up. And,
yeah.
You know, now it all makes sense.
Yeah, like when I was in my 20s, I was up there in Seattle with Fraser Crane, and he just fucked everything up in that town. I escaped, started my own family. You know, you got a crossover right there, man.
That's it. We figured it out. Twin Mirror, the prequel story of Frasier and Miley Cyrus.
So
Billy Cyrus.
Twin Mirror. So just rewind that back a little bit, where he's sitting at the bar with the two kind of
metal
people.
Things.
Yeah, metal things.
Mm-hmm.
So Twin Mirror. What does that mean? Twin Mirror. So it doesn't mean that he's cloned. Like, you see, he's sitting there and he's looking at these two people, right? That are these. They kind of remind me. I don't know if you guys ever played Virtua Fighter back in the day, but they had a character that was just like that. It looked just like that. So that's what they remind me of. But anyways, they look like some kind of effigy or some kind of abstract, definition of a human being. So this, I guess, could be the mirror of some human out there. Maybe it's the mirror of this guy. I don't know if we know his name. And then he's sitting there with somebody else, right? So it looks like maybe there's a mirror of two people, or kind of like, yeah, maybe there's a mirror of two people. Maybe it's a clone, or maybe these people are living in some kind of alternate reality at the same time as this guy is living, and so maybe depending on the choices he takes or something, it might be one reality or another. I don't know. But
that makes more sense to me than Frasier.
But no, Frasier makes way more sense to me than this. But
well, we're split.
I mean, like, I feel like it's gonna be somewhere along those lines because it's based on all the conversation we had. Oh, you don't know about this reality or that. It's a subjective myth, and there you see them just standing there. Of course, what's interesting is that he's just watching them, and like he's aware of their presence, but he doesn't seem fazed by it. So.
Why is he Iron Man right here?
He doesn't seem like they're aware of his presence either.
Yeah, they don't look like they're aware of his presence, right? Like they're living in a completely different world than he is. But he seems aware of them, actually, at least in that sequence, because I think that he's looking at them. I think.
Yeah.
So maybe he builds some kind of spidey sense where he becomes aware of this fifth dimension.
He's got the shine.
I honestly have no idea, guys. But like I said, based on everything we know, based on what Jeff said, that they're taking some symbolism from the Matrix and whatnot, this is gonna be some alternate reality type shit. So I think that's a safe bet. What exactly does it all mean? We'll find out.
But ultimately, I think the trailer is for like people who are a fan of that studio's type of games and stuff. So it's like,
that's right.
It tells us very little, but it's like shit. They're probably like, man, I'm looking forward to this, man.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a mindfuck type of thing. But like, I feel like maybe the one thing missing maybe would have been a little more action, or like showcasing a little bit more of what's exciting about the game, instead of just complete story. Like it's just really story driven. I mean, yeah, we see some fighting scenes, but I'm not sure it's enough for me. Like most of it is just this dialogue that just doesn't really, like, I can't really kind of situate it anywhere, and so it's.
And then you gotta think like the fighting scenes we're seeing probably are just like cinematic. You're not active in the fighting in the game and stuff. It's just. That's
right. Yeah. So you see here, two of those figures are just fighting, duking it out. Interesting. It looks interesting. I'm not sure that I can really.
I just figured it out.
Oh, you did? You just looked on Google. What does Twin Mirror mean? What is this game about?
This is Ellie before The Last of Us.
Oh.
Really?
Okay.
Is that true?
It looks like her.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a young version,
Yeah. Looks like a 10-year-old Ellie.
She has some weird looking features on her face.
Because she's not real.
Like, just very puffy cheeks.
That's the baby fat.
I don't know. Looks Russian.
Looks Russian.
So are they dragging somebody to the... It looked like they're dragging the person to the bear thing.
Man, if that bear said only you can prevent forest fires and it's on fire, man.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. He's going into the what is this, like the House of Mirrors?
The over there.
The alternate dimension. I feel like maybe if this was a little, honestly, they should have made this like the original Silent Hill. Like they should have made this more of a horror than just psychological thriller. I think I would have been more wowed if it was horror. You know. I don't know.
Yeah. I was just looking at some of the comments, see if anybody had a good take, but it's all YouTube comments, so nobody's.
Yeah.
This is supposedly only on the Epic Game Store. Someone says that. Interesting. Well, I don't know if there's much else we can say about it. I mean,
What the hell was it called? Twin Mirror.
Twin Mirror.
Twin Mirror.
It looks like it has some reviews already.
It's a bold narrative with no heroes.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm kind of scared to click on anything that gives anything away.
Eurogamer gives it a 1 star, man. That is rough. PC Gamer gives it a 52%.
2.5 star.
You know, I'm not surprised. Yeah, based
IGN
on
gives it 2.5.
go to Metacritic. Go to Metacritic. Metacritic will just have all the reviews. So it gets 68%, I guess, on Metascore and 5.3 on user score.
Here's a little bit more of a summary. Sam, a 33-year-old man recovering from a recent breakup, returns to his hometown of Basewood, West Virginia for the funeral of his best friend. Understandably depressed and bitter, he feels completely out of sorts and out of place. But when he wakes up in his hotel room with a bloody shirt and no memory of his whereabouts the previous night, he embarks on a twisted investigation to find the truth. That was not in the trailer at all.
No, it wasn't really obvious, and it looked more like northwestern USA than West Virginia, but I guess West Virginia can kind of look like that too.
Yeah, once you get in the country, you know.
I mean, northwestern USA is kind of like a typical setting for psychological thrillers, so it makes sense to kind of not go there, go somewhere else, I guess. Yeah, so the reviews are not very favorable. I honestly, I was expecting that based on the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
This game is nothing but a walking simulator.
A walking sim? Ooh. That's a rough one. Damn. that's a rough take.
Although predictable, the story is enjoyable.
Yeah. So if it's predictable, then that means that it's probably something along the lines of what we're saying here.
Deadly Premonition. They compare it to Deadly Premonition. That makes sense.
Is that the game when the guy wakes up, he commits a murder and wakes up and you got the 2 detectives investigating the case?
And it's actually like monsters and shit.
Yeah, it probably is like monsters. I don't know, because I didn't play that far into it. I just know like the beginning of the guy was just like...
Spoilers.
Don't worry, I'm not going to play it. But, but yeah, it's like you playing as like these 2 detectives investigating the murder and stuff towards the beginning. The guy's like... It's more like... I don't want to say it. It's more of an adventure, not adventure game, but a suspenseful adventure game. Kind of. It's like you're not really doing anything action-packed. You're just moving through the story, really.
Right.
It's kind of what this sounds like it is, right? Like, based on some of these reviews that we're reading, it sounds exactly like that. Like, most of the action is going to be in you know, like, video scenes or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see here that the users are much harsher on the game than the actual reviewers.
Yeah.
And so that tells me what I already knew, actually, which is that the whole psychological thriller aspect is probably going to hit it more with, you know, like people that review games professionally, and actual game players just look at it. The gameplay seemed non-existent in the trailer, probably similar inside the game, and so a lot of game players seem to just not really be a fan of the whole thing. It's kind of like, you know, when you look at movie reviews, oftentimes you read a movie review for for a movie, and you're like, what in the actual fuck is this? Like, why do these people that are so smart get paid money to review this? See, this movie is great. It was nothing but a bore. And, you know, it's probably something similar to that, you know, difference between users and reviewers. But I mean, it's not a huge difference. The game is mediocre at best.
You'd be better off spending $10 on In Silence.
Yeah.
By the way, quickly, why don't you put In Silence here? Let's see what it has. Just quickly.
Oh, if I could spell.
Yeah, if you could, that would
Oh
be
my
helpful.
god. Professional writer, guys.
Oh, it's not here.
Wow.
It's not here. Not enough. It's kind of like an indie game, isn't it? So
It
maybe
is.
not enough magazines or you know, big publications have reviewed it. That's
Interesting.
Hey, maybe we can do a review on Gamestinger.
I will.
Yeah, why not? So, yeah, look, I think that's all that we got to say about that. The last thing that we wanted to talk about was this Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. That is just such a mouthful. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Call of Duty, it's like 3 names in one. It's like, can't they just get it together? Just give me, like, you know, like 2 names, 3. It just doesn't sound. But anyways, all right, let's move on with the actual story. So, yeah, so there's 2 controversial nerfs coming soon. Now, this has been making the rounds on the internet. Some people seem to be unhappy about this, and of course, the game just came out just like a few weeks ago, around the same time as the actual PS5 came out. You know, as is usual with Call of Duty, you know, they'll release some stuff, they'll nerf some things, they'll make some other things stronger. And so, you know, it's just a part of the course, but people don't seem to be too happy. And this is what it is right here, is that 2 guns are getting nerfed, the AUG and the M16, which I believe are amongst the most popular guns in the game, if I'm not mistaken. So, now, that's basically the news. Treyarch hasn't announced the game's next update, but since release, Black Ops has received at least 1 update a week. So if we're assuming that these nerfs are coming, they're coming in the next update. Now, there's been some issues with PlayStation Network, so I haven't been able to really play Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War yesterday. I just had some issues with it, so I'm not sure if the update has happened yet, but it might happen very, very soon. So they're saying for now, take everything with a grain of salt, given that none of this is official information. So, you know, but they're also saying that, you know, he is almost certainly correct. So
Take everything with a grain of salt, but he's
Yeah.
right.
yeah,
I like that it
exactly.
ends with like big is also somewhat subjective. Like,
Yeah.
like you
Okay.
already reported on it now,
Yes.
man. So you know you might as well ride that. It's a big piece of news.
Oh, gotta cover your bases.
Yeah.
So maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but maybe it is. All right, we're not sure, but it sounds like it's likely happening. So there we go.
Yeah.
Now I don't think you guys are playing much of Call of Duty. I believe I use the M16. It's a good gun. It's a popular gun in the game. You know, but you know, like people are gonna be unhappy about it, just like is usual with these games. You know, you get used to a certain gun. Because look, this is what I do. You know, I'm not necessarily a pro Call of Duty player, but I get one gun, and you upgrade the gun, right? You're reaching new levels, you know, with that gun. You're getting like new add-ons and whatnot to the gun. You kind of stick with the gun. No, it's kind of what I do. And so you get one of those guns, you get used to it, you keep playing it, and then they nerf it, and then you get really pissed because that is the gun that you're using. You're not happy. So.
Yeah. I haven't been into Call of Duty since Black Ops. But I had a gun. It was the Galil, Galil. We used the shit out of that gun.
All right. I don't know if it's in the. No, I don't think it is. I don't know actually. You know, you get one gun, you stick with it.
Yeah.
So, that's what I got to say about that. But I mean, like, you know, look, people are still playing Warzone. You know, you look around on Twitch and whatnot. I'm not even sure that a ton of people. I mean, people are playing Black Ops Cold War for sure, but Warzone is still getting some serious traction. So of course, Warzone is free. You know, people like free stuff, especially you, Jeff. I know that you downloaded Warzone. You're too cheap to buy Black Ops Cold War. I know that. But that's okay.
Yep.
It's like, man, fuck that.
I played a match of Warzone by myself. I got like 3 kills. I ran over a dude, I shot a dude, and I either ran over the other guy or something, but it was fine. But damn, it was long. Fucking long. One match that lasted, it was like fucking 22 minutes.
Warzone, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of like that. That's why you got to play with people.
I keep trying to get you and Reese to do it, but we're so busy.
Okay, this is the issue. I played on my PS5, right? So
That's crossplay.
Yeah, I got about 5 games on my PS5. Now the issue with Warzone is I gotta go back and download Call of Duty the last Modern Warfare from last year, and I gotta download that, and then I gotta download Warzone. So now when you put that together, I believe it's over 200 gigs, easy. So you got that. Then I also got Black Ops Cold War, which is probably 100, 200 gigs by itself as well. So my PS5 hard drive is already maxed out on like 4 or 5 games. And
get it on PC.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'm gonna go check right now to see if I have it. I think I might have it on PC. If not, I'll download it. But anyway, so that's what's up.
Any closing thoughts or anything? After this,
Closing arguments.
I'll probably stream for Gamestingr lunch break in a bit. I don't know what you guys' plans are. Metal, if you want to kill zombies or do something else or what.
I gotta knock out these articles.
Yeah,
You guys and your work.
Yeah, sorry, Jeff. Same here.
I'll just go play San Andreas. I got it to work, so maybe I'll do that today.
All right.
I'm not playing In Silence by myself. That game can fuck off.
Yeah.
I'll shit myself.
It's dark though.
I told my buddies I said it's scary. Like it'll make you jump. And they're like, "Oh, we played Dead by Daylight, it's fine." Like not even 5 minutes in, my buddy Joey goes, "Oh shh!" Throws his headset off and everything. I said, "I fucking told you. It is scary."
You didn't listen to me, Joey.
Yeah,
This is what you get, buddy.
It was funny though. Really, it's amazing.
I'll get it. Maybe we'll do it this weekend or next week.
That'd be fun, so.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so I think that's it. Slowish news week, I guess.
Yeah, not a ton going on.
No, not a ton, but it's okay.
All right, well, I'll probably stream here in about an hour, and then maybe I'll see you guys this weekend.
Okay. All right, we'll see you guys. So anyone still watching, don't forget to subscribe, guys. There we go. It's like somewhere over there. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Jeff. Jeff with the save.
There.
All right, that's it, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Toodles.
See ya.